Hey, I just got back from seeing Cloverfield, and I loved it. So, that's my review. No, I ended up having to see it by myself, unfortunately, but I did see it in a stadium-style movie theater, and I think that's the way you're going to want to see it. So, okay. You probably have already heard the comparisons between Cloverfield and Blair Witch. They have two really major things in common. An extensive internet buzz, marketing beforehand, and the idea that it actually happened and it was caught all on a personal video camera. I was going to say that it would be like if, you or I or any other YouTuber was holding the camera, but in that case, it probably would have been filmed better. But it's made clear right from the beginning that the person with the camera is someone who's never touched a camera. So there is a little bit of frustration in not being able to, or in having to watch, running away from something. You just see what the camera sees shaking. But ultimately, you see what you need to see. You see all the important things, and it's not always shaky. So, and I felt like I was there. I almost felt like I was there. And even though there's not a lot of development of characters, I think maybe because you feel for someone in a horrible situation, I felt somewhat invested in the characters, in the sense that I cared. I did care about them. And I think that's what they wanted to do. This is like the Blob in the 50s. It was kind of a little dissection of human nature, and this is kind of that way. What else? The movie, from the first attack, the movie holds that level of suspense and tension. At least it did for me. I think that, going back to the handheld camera bit, I think that it depends on you. If you didn't like Blair Witch because of that, then you're probably not going to like it. Some people get motion sickness. I don't. I didn't think it was that bad. As a matter of fact, I thought it was even better camera work than Blair Witch. But, so, yeah, you do get to see the monster. A lot of people, well, I've seen reviews and I've heard how you don't get a good look at the monster. You don't get to see the monster from, tip to toe. You don't ever see one full view of it, but you do see a lot of it. And I'm not clear. I guess it would make a little more sense if there were more than one. Now I'm thinking about it, I think there must have been more than one of the big monsters. But yeah, it was huge. I'm guessing about a 35 or 40 story building that big. But it's the monster was really cool. And ultimately, a monster movie has to have a cool monster. And the monster came with extras. And that's all I'll say. But it ended, I think the only way it could have ended